So I'm kind of at a point now where it's like, yeah, I don't really know what to do with myself. It's coming to a point of the year where I can't really plan the trip for the Volvo. I'm kind of ready to plan the trip for the Volvo. But we're very close to going away at the end of the year. So we're literally leaving in, I think it's 12 days we leave. And the Golf is ready to take it on a trip, but there's all these things that I have to do that are sort of sprinkled out over the next sort of 12 days that are kind of getting in the way, so to speak. So sometimes I get to this point where I'm like, do I want to start something now, or do I not want to start something now, or what do I do? I don't know. I've got things that I have to do tomorrow. Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe what I'll do is I'll prepare for that pit. So I kind of need to, in the pit, I kind of need to make the ground in there, like I need to put concrete down on the ground, concrete slab, because it gets pretty dusty down there. So there's the guy who owns my workshop. He built this whole house himself, and he put this pit in, obviously, for maintenance of machines, because he was a construction worker. But yeah, obviously he never finished it, or he never needed to finish it. It's always just been sort of open or exposed like that. I think, yeah, maybe I could take some measurements for the materials and stuff that we need down there, put a concrete slab in there, and then sort of build up the walls a little bit. It doesn't need to be so wide, because every time I drive in here I feel like I'm going to drive into the hole. So I think if we thinned it out a little bit, it might make it a little bit easier to drive in here. But who am I kidding? That's probably... Oh, I've got nothing to do today for the rest of the day. It's 2 hours until the end of the work day. Let's start doing the pit. That's how my brain works. So I am also, as always looking out for cars. A friend, one of my mates, Peter, who everyone knows, just sent me a message just before. He found a Volvo XC70, which looked pretty cool, had a roof box on it and everything. They wanted $1,500 for it, so it's a little bit out of the budget, but it looked pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, I could probably take the Golf for a little bit of a spin. Where could I go? There's some pretty cool roads around this way going into France. Maybe we could do that. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Do a little bit of a loop. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go for a loop. You know you've got a good mechanic when he sends you a message telling you that there's a speed camera that is situated between the town before your town and your town. It's always good to have someone looking out for you like that, because yeah, it is easy to get a bit carried away on that road. If you ever see a speed camera, you should always tell your friends, because it's just about revenue raising. Especially in Switzerland, they don't actually, unless you're going like 30 or 40 kilometers over the limit, which is just astronomical, you don't actually get points. All they do is they fine you, which is a bit ridiculous, really. You'd think that the people that live in Switzerland, like Swiss people, earn so much money. You'd think that just a little slap on the wrist, like a little fine, wouldn't really do much. So today's video is going to be very much of a blabber video, I think, because I'm pretty much, all I'm doing is testing out the Golf. I'm going to take it on a nice road, maybe even drive past that XC70, because that's not too far away. It's just nice to be able to drive this car now that it's actually moving properly. I've really come to like it. I think it's such. I gave Golfs in general a bad rap. I didn't really talk that badly about them, but I was never really a huge. I never looked at a Golf like I would look at other cars and thought, oh, geez, I wouldn't mind driving that, or I wouldn't mind having one of those. But this, I really like the two-door. I think it's, and the black is also really nice. I think it's a very, this particular car is it's a very nice car. It's easy to drive. It looks slick, and it's basic. It's so basic. But the steering's really, it handles really, really nice. The gears shift really nice as well. Ah, it's great. I can't believe it's now, finally it's pulling up hills. Haven't had that yet. I'm actually able to accelerate up the hill without the feeling of just putting the accelerator down to stop from rolling down the hill, because that's literally what it was before. It was, yeah, it was struggling not to roll backwards. But now it's actually pulling up the hill nicely, which is great. So we're about to go up this road, which goes up to a place called Gempen, which is a town just, I think it's about How far would it be? How many kilometres would it be? I think it's about 20, I'd say 20 kilometres from Basel. But what it is it's a small town at the top of a hill, and it's got a really nice lookout. Nice windy drive up the hill. Which it's very fun. Very, very fun to drive. So we're starting to go up now. Turn the camera around, and then you can see where we are. obviously there's one thing that the Swiss do very, very, very well, and that is roads. I think they have some sort of a budget sort of scheme where each council, or what they call Gemeinde here, gets a certain amount of money that they can spend on roadworks and infrastructure and all this sort of thing. I mean, this is just what I've heard. I don't know if it's absolutely 100% true fact, but I mean, I'm basing it off what I see. I mean, we basically have, there's pretty much roadworks going on everywhere at every single time of the year, and it just never seems to stop. So they really do roads well. Like, it is a well-known fact that the Swiss are very good at roads. So yeah, I mean, and obviously they've got lots of mountains. So good roads and mountains mix very well, and yeah, they do a very good road. This one's not so great, but this is a road that is now going up into a lookout area, so it's like way off the beaten track. Can't see it very well. You can't zoom very well on this, but that is a really, really nice lookout over Basel. You can basically see the whole of Basel, and you can see the airport over there. Not really on the camera, but it's a really, really nice place to come up here and barbecue. So there's barbecues. I think there's about three or four barbecues littered on the side here, and then get this really nice view that goes out over Basel, which is really cool. So I actually have to head back to the workshop now because I am meeting the guy who I bought the Volvo off. He's actually dropping off the summer tires and the roof racks that came with the car, which is great that I don't have to go and pick it up myself. So that's exciting. Luckily, I'm not too far from the workshop. I just went for a little bit of a blast up the hill behind the workshop. We're now going to head back down the hill, which is good because the petrol light just came on, so I can just roll down the hill now. And not much use for the summer wheels now, obviously, because especially where we're going to be taking the Volvo, but good to have, obviously. So those who are interested in the Volvo, I'm going to do a live raffle. So if you are interested in the Volvo, then please throw your name in the hat. Also tell me where you are in the world. We'll do the draw, and the winner will get it. Much like the Paleo, but hopefully some people now put their name into the hat, unlike the Paleo. I suppose the Volvo is a little bit different. It's a little bit more capable and desirable, I'm guessing. I shouldn't put the Paleo down that much. It was a great little companion for when I had him. So yeah, I'm going to be thinking a lot over the next month or so about the plan for the trip for the Volvo. Also might do a few little slight modifications to it as well for it to be able to handle the terrain that I would like to take it to. So that will be another part of another video. I'm going to go through what I plan to do to it, and obviously you'll be sticking around for the work that will be done to it, because I will do it all by myself. So yeah, that'll be coming up sort of after the golf has been, and after the road trip for the golf's been done. Should be done in the next sort of week. It has to be done in the next week. We will be leaving 1.5 weeks, so 12 days, like I mentioned before. So that is something that needs to be done. And of course I want to do it, but I'm still getting to grips with the fact that the Golf is even driving properly, which is great. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. A lot of exciting things are coming up. Still looking for the next car after the Volvo, as always. Never a dull moment, never a break. No rest for the wicked. So I've been having some really cool conversations via DM on Instagram with a few people, which has been really cool to interact. There's been a couple of people in particular. One person in particular actually has been really helping me out with trying to get the Golf sorted out, and some people have even offered for me to come to them and take their car on road trips, which I find is also really, really cool, which I would absolutely love to do. It would all have to be done in the new year though, because obviously logistically it's not going to happen. Well, it's impossible that it happens this year, but that would be something that I would definitely be really keen to organise. Maybe even start a series on that. Someone else's car tours. That's a pretty cool name for it. Yeah, that's an option. And what else? Yeah, I think just going back to it, I think I really do appreciate all the comments and the encouragement, and I encourage anyone and everyone, whoever's got anything to say or they want to just chat about cars or about anything really, feel free to get in contact with me, and yeah, we can sort something out. So yeah, it's now Wednesday. I think I have to help my mechanic again on Saturday. I think he's expecting me to. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll look to sort something out for the latter half of the weekend, which would be something to look forward to. Coming into the workshop now. So I've got the roof racks, and I have I don't know if that's better. Which is better? That one, probably. I've got the roof racks, and I now have a new set of Volvo wheels, aluminium ones. They are so light, I couldn't get over it. 16-inch, yeah, they were super light alloys. Yeah, so that is good. So I've got a spare set of wheels for it, and a set of roof racks. Yeah, other than that, there's not really much to report today. I didn't do anything with the cars. I ran around on looking at a couple of building sites. But apart from that, there was not much car related. Yeah. I really do see now why people like these cars. Or maybe it's just this one. Maybe it's just this short, punchy little black one that I've fallen in love with. Because I still, like, when I look back at the video, I think, oh yeah, that's nice. But then when I see other ones on the road, I don't like shiver at the knees or anything. They're not overly exciting. But when I do see this one in the videos, I'm like, oh, that's nice. But it will be going away soon. It will be going to the new owner within sort of the next week and a half. It will be going to them before we go away, which will be the 22nd December, and then that will be it. Then we'll be full time with the Volvo, getting that sorted out, doing the servicing on that, doing any modifications that I can A, afford, and B, am capable of doing. I'm not going to be doing any hectic stuff, but yeah, I definitely need some new tyres and definitely need to be lifted, raised slightly, I think, for where we're going. But yeah, other than that, still looking for the next cars, still searching constantly, waiting for that gem to pop up. There actually was a couple of gems I saw today. Very gemmies. A couple of Audis actually. One with very little Ks for its age. And so there was a wagon and an automatic. There was a wagon and a sedan. So there was one of each. I think it was the wagon. I can't remember, but they caught my eye. And there was a couple of Seats as well that were on there that caught my eye as well, that have been saved and put into my my favourites basket, which I haven't actually, since I've made this favourites basket with all these cars, like I probably save maybe 20 cars a night. I don't actually think I've ever gone back and looked at it. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I should do that tonight. I should go around, I should go back into the list and then just like scour to see if any of the cars that I saved 6 months ago are still there. Because if I can remember correctly, there was quite a few pretty good deals on that. So maybe I'll look back there. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself because I've still got I have to do an episode down where we're going on holiday still. So that's going to be the next car that I should be looking at. I know that I think I do already have at least one pair of boots on the ground scouting out the market for me, which is great, because I think this particular person is also quite obsessed with bargain cars, which is always good to have a like-minded bargain hunter on your team whilst looking for bargains. So I'll be excited to get down there and have a look to see what that place has to offer. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I think it's really time for me to go on a road trip, because I'm getting sick of just like going to the workshop and looking at the underside of this car and looking inside the bonnet of this car and not actually driving it, because that's what I really want to be doing. I want to be driving it. I don't want to be looking at motors and exhausts. It's fun for like maybe 2 days or 3 days. Well, it is fun, but I think I'd really like to get out onto the road. Once again, I'm going to leave it at that, because I really am just blabbering on about absolute crap, and it's probably boring everybody. So yeah, I'm going to sign off there for today, and we're going to see you tomorrow, hopefully with a little bit more of an understanding of when and where we will be going on tour. And yeah, so you know the deal. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't left yet, thank you very much for your patience and sticking in there. I know the last couple of days haven't been the most exciting things to watch, but it is a good build up to what is to come. Very excited for the next couple of months. I think we've got some really cool things planned. So we have got some really cool things planned. I don't think, I know. So yeah. Again, if any tips, tricks, any cars you can suggest, any cars that you know in your area, no matter where you are, if they're cheap, if they look like they're in good condition, just send them through to me, because I love to look at them as well. I really do. It's like, I enjoy it. So don't hesitate to get in contact, because it shows me that you're there, and I will always reply, no matter what. I will always reply to your messages, and I will always reply to your comments, and I'll be always have a conversation. That's the kind of person I am. I'm more than happy to have a chat about anything. So yeah. Once again, like, subscribe. Thank you to all the subscribers that are still there, and thank you in advance to all the subscribers that will be there soon. See you tomorrow.